Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your girl, LaShonda Lachelle. Thanks for stopping by Loving Me for Me. I have been on a quest, and the quest is learning more and more about myself. I am so intrigued by the things that God is revealing to me about me. And what I mean is staying into the vein of make sure that when you're saying yes to someone else, you're not saying no to yourself. So in the process of doing all of that, I don't know where it came from, but I just decided to look up the biblical meaning of my name. And it means God is merciful. So in the I'm like, okay, I can see that about me. I can see that. So then I don't know why I did this. I began to do a search, and I don't know how I worded it or anything. But anyway, the search basically was showing me everything, the basic how and why I do things, the motivation behind what I do and why I do it. And what I mean by that is it was giving me, oh my goodness, I don't even know how to even say it. Like one of the things the major thing that I learned was, I'm getting my finances together, working on that. You can't have your house all jacked up and, stuff like that. I'm very intentional. I've always been intentional with my money, but now it's like intensified. So with me doing that, it said one of the reasons why I struggle in certain areas with my finances is because I'm sensitive to people. I give. And so what it meant by that was basically I give. I want to help everybody. I give too much, and I give when I'm not supposed to. Going back to making sure that when you're saying yes to someone else, you're not saying no to yourself. And I feel guilty about that because I carry people. And with carrying people, it makes it difficult, or I take that back. At one point, I resented my heart because I would always show up for other people and people wouldn't show up for me. I was listening to a preacher. I can't remember it wasn't a preacher. I was talking to a coach. He and I were just chopping it up. And what he told me was that he said it's not that people don't show up for you. You're expecting the wrong people to show up for yourself. And so with that, I've learned, I said, okay, well, if I'm expecting the wrong people to show up for me, could it also be that the people who are around me, I have not taught them how to cheer for me? And maybe it's because they have not seen me cheer for myself. I'm going somewhere with it. I promise I am. Making sure we don't say no to ourselves at the expense of saying yes to someone else. And yes, I worded it exactly right. Means that you have to be present for yourself, meaning the professional relationship that I severed. I severed the relationship because I knew that continuing in that relationship, I was teaching those people how to treat me. I was teaching them how to do that. I was teaching them that the unethical and unprofessional and immoral things that they were doing were okay with me, and they weren't. So I had to say no to them so that I could say yes to myself. Stay with me. In doing so, that was me showing up for LaShonda. So now they know, okay, well, if we want to do business with her again, this is how we're going to have to operate. These are her expectations. Same thing with people. When we're in relationships, whatever type of relationship that we're in with people, we teach them how to treat us. You teach them how to cheer for you, and if you don't, if you're not cheering for yourself, if your words are not matching up with your actions, then they're going to do whatever they want to do, and whatever you say is not going to make a difference. So if I don't teach someone how to cheer for me, then I can't expect them to cheer for me. If I don't teach them how to celebrate me, I can't expect to be celebrated. So I first have to do it for myself. And in doing it for myself, I'm showing them. I'm setting a standard, showing them what my expectations are. The frustration that you have been feeling when it comes to people and relationships, you have been mad at folk for doing stuff wrong, for going off cuff on you, but it's your fault because you have shown up for the wrong people. I cheer for the underdog. I fight for the underdog. I show up for the underdog. I'll do it every time. You can guarantee, you can take that to the bank and cash it in for riches. Real talk. I do that because I know that that's a battle. Whether or not I win it, it just needs to be fought. And if they're not equipped to do it, hey, if I'm not, I know what to do and what resources to pull on in order to stand on the front line. And that's where you have to be with yourself, not as intentional. You have to be as intentional with yourself as you are with other people. And in that, it teaches those other people how to be as intentional with you. They'll be mad. So what? You can either come or stay. And if you're going to bring that attitude, I'd rather for you to stay where you are. Because if you come over here with that, acting like you don't know my name, I'm going to send you back. You're going back packing. Be as emphatic about you as others are about what they want out of you. Extraordinary people knows how to compromise, knows how to effectively categorize a priority. And they know when to be selfish with that priority. You are extraordinary. And your package is as extraordinary as you allow it to be. Plain and simple. Stop cutting yourself short. I'm your girl, LaShonda Lachelle. I love you, but God loves you most. Until next time, bountiful blessings.